Hey, what's up, guys? It's your boy John from John's Reptile Page. Guys, today we're shooting a video with Big Spike. Look how long Spike is. He's a beast. It's my boy. Guys, but today we're going to be talking about the bearded dragon and his third eye. You can see it right there in the center. Right between his two eyes in the center. I don't want to startle him because he pays a lot of attention to that. But if you notice the little hole in the center of his head, that's actually his third eye. It's right there. See that? I'm trying to keep him still. But that's his third eye. See that? But with that, you know, he gets around. Like basically, that third eye is called a parietal, pineal, or solar eye. That's what it's called. And with that, guys, he gets around. Basically, he uses that as his safety mechanism as well. Without that, guys, he won't see who's overhead, because basically, like, he can't see clearly with that third eye like he can see with his front two eyes. But what that does is, if something flies overhead on him and he sees like a shadow, like, I don't know if you can see it on the camera, he's gonna pay a lot of attention to that shadow, and he's not gonna stick around to see what that shadow really is, because in the wild they use that third eye a lot. Like basically, if he gets away from, his territory, studies has shown that they use that like as a compass. Like, he actually finds his way home. He depends on that. So if you covered that third eye, he's not gonna make it back home, because that's like a sense of direction. How we use our iPhones, phones, maps, and also that help us get home. But these guys, they really depend on that. So, being that, and it also determines like between day and night. Like with that third eye, they can determine if it's getting dark, time to go to sleep, or when it's bright and early, it's time to wake up. That's what that does. That also balances out their hormones. That's why I always say, these guys, man, they're very equipped. Like, basically they know what's going on. And this is how they get around. If they see a predator overhead, they're not going to wait around. And that, if it's like a big bird, again, they're going to see like a shadow and they're going to boogie. They're not going to stick around, especially not in the wild. And with that third eye, they're going to sense that there's danger around. They're really basically equipped. It has a retina, the eye, but it doesn't have an iris. So it doesn't, have the clearness as, or shape as an eye, a regular eye. Yeah, but it's freaky, man. Imagine you studying and you're examining your bearded dragon, and you see that third eye. It's like, what? What is that? Imagine that eye was also intact, like their front vision. It'd be crazy them looking at you like that. It's pretty cool though. See, the bearded dragon third eye is connected to a pineal gland. Both the gland, I'm trying to read this for you guys, and the third eye are called the pineal complex and are photosensitive. Based on time of the day, the pineal gland secrets hormones like melatonin that regulates sleep and wake cycle. So, basically, they depend on everything with this third eye. Right here it says the pineal complex is responsible for setting the internal clock to detect the time of the day, which influences the production of hormones. So just imagine if they didn't have, this third eye. That's why I always say these guys, man, are like super, super smart. And I'm pretty sure there are other bearded dragons that probably do have this third eye. But I guess, the ones that are at home, they don't depend on that third eye as much as the one outdoors, because the ones in the wild have more to, watch out for. Birds, other reptiles, definitely, that can go after the bearded dragon. That's why, it's always good to check for that third eye. And also watch how you handle your bearded dragon. Because if you go overhead and they see a shadow with that third eye, because remember, they can't see clearly how they do with with their front eyes, but they see shadows. So just, be careful how you handle them. Always, try to lift them up from the bottom. Don't try to lift them up from the top, because they're going to get very scared and they're going to boogie. And then, you don't want them to get hurt, crash into their own enclosure, or just get, panicky, because with that third eye, it's like a signal, it helps them like get around. They really depend on that third eye, for health, happiness, determine when it's danger, the time of day, when it's time to go to sleep, when it's not time to go to sleep. They do everything with that third eye, That's why, some people like to have open door enclosures like this with the two front doors. But, these things are very expensive. So I only have one. The other two don't have the open door enclosures. But what I do is I like to come around the side with my hand and try to scoop him up. Not try to, scare him too much. Because safety is everything with these guys. If you love these guys, man, treat them as such. I treat my guys here like with mad love. Like, I don't want to see these guys get hurt. You see how calm he is when you come from the bottom. If I came from the top, he's going to, like be more alert and, more skittish, But, that's what that third eye really does. I'm pretty sure it does a lot more, but, I'm just trying to cover the basics. Basically, every time you approach your bearded dragon, try to scoop them up from the bottom. Don't try to scoop them up from the top. Even though I had this guy for 2 years, he's used to me. And, I don't try to scare him in any way. I try to, treat him with care at all times. Even when I put him in the tub, I make sure he's on my forearm, laid across correctly, not hanging, not scratching me. Because if your bearded dragon is scratching you, you're probably holding him wrong, and he's scared of you more than you're scared of him. And if y'all both scared, then, you can actually hurt your bearded dragon. So, always look for that third eye. And, you're going to determine how to handle him. Because, like I said, if you handle him over top and you see that shadow, he's going to pay very close attention as he's doing now. You see that? He's moving his head towards that shadow location. You see that? But if you grab him from the bottom, he's not going to move. Correct? This is all I'm trying to say. Look at that. This guy's my boy here. He's my first bearded dragon. Look at that. He's awesome. If you guys want to get more in depth on that third eye, you can Google third eye and you will come, up on this page right here. But basically what I'm trying to, show you, it's kind of hard with Spike, but trying to give you a sense of the, where the direction of the eye is. It's right there between the head and the two eyes. It's right there. It really does look like an eye, but it don't have the, like basically like the clear lens. It has the retina, but it doesn't have the iris, you know. But in all reality, it helps them a lot, you know. I used to always hear about the third eye until I finally saw it. Let me see if I can, actually see it again. But it's right there. I don't know how good you can see it on camera, but if you check your bearded dragon, guys, you're gonna notice him. You're gonna notice it. And right there is the third eye. You can see it. I mean, it's probably hard to see it on camera, but it's right. Let's see. There. Ooh, right about there. You see it? Right? Oh man, he moved. Right there. But this is my boy Spike. I want to do the video with him because he's more calm. I don't know if I can get this big boy to, so you can show me, because he's young, and you see how he sees the shadow. That's how he depends on that. You see the shadow. I don't know if you can see it on camera, but what I'm trying to do, guys, I'm trying to show you. You can see the third eye on him a little better. Let me see if I can scoop him up. He's a little more jittery at times, but it's you see it right there, that dot like right in the center, that's the third eye. You can see it on him more because he's a little darker in color, but that third eye that you're looking at and is looking back at you, that's the eye. And this is my boy Capone. And once again, guys, I apologize, I have a cold, but this is exactly what it is. That's his third eye, and that's, like I said, it helps them in the wild to get along, you know. Well, I wouldn't say really get along unless they're around females, because bearded dragons are territorial. So I guess if he saw a big Spike in the wild, he's gonna boogie this guy right here, because Spike is like huge. He's like double his size. So when he see him coming up on him, he sees that shadow, and this was the wild, this guy right here will be flying. He would not wait around to see if that's a bird, any type of other animal. But look at Spike here. Spike is gonna go mess around with my laptop. Yeah, guys, you know, but like I said, if you want to get more in depth on that third eye, you can. You know, you can get information on the internet. And these are my guys, man. I love these two guys. He's a male. Capone over there is a male. And this guy's just on my laptop. You don't want to move? Let me show you. I'll put the statue back in here. But this is my girl, Red, as well. You know, all bearded dragons have that third eye. Don't think it's just one or two that have it. They all have it. And that's, like I said, that's their compass, how to get to certain areas when they, you know, stray away from their territory where they, you know, their habitat is at. That third eye helps them get back to where they have to get. That third eye keeps them safe, guys. You know, without that third eye, and they get a sense of danger, if they didn't have that, they'd be in bigger trouble for what they are. So guys, if you like this video, please like, share, subscribe, and definitely hit that notification bell for me, guys. One time, as Red is saying goodbye, I'm out of here, guys. Later. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like, share, subscribe to John's Reptile page.